Hey, Ramon.
Hey Ramon! It's the Flow Show, and today we are doing Google reviews. Give us 5 stars, please. I don't think that's how YouTube works.
No, it's not.
Give us a like and subscribe, please.
Thank you.
Alright, so I found some Google reviews from my hometown. So I'm from the western part of North Carolina, and I'm going to share them with Sam. He's never seen these before, and yeah, we're just going to have some fun. So in my hometown, there's this like corner by the highway, and there is an anchor store, which is the Food Lion.
The Food Lion.
There's like, it was at one point the only grocery store in my hometown. And then a Lowe's Foods opened up, but then nobody ever went there because it was too expensive. So it was like this divide in the town. Like the people who had more money always went to the Lowe's Foods, and then the people who couldn't afford that always went to Food Lion. So we usually went to Food Lion. And then there's also some fast food restaurants around there. So yeah, let's have some fun with this. Alright, so this is the Food Lion from my hometown. Looks just like every other Food Lion ever.
So maybe older.
Yeah, probably. This is probably like before it was remodeled. I don't know if that one got a remodel. I know they were remodeling a lot of the Food Lions because they were outdated. And then the remodel just still, they looked outdated.
But smelled worse.
Alright, so this is our first review.
Store is always out of stock since the virus. 1 star.
The virus.
Very rude staff, dirty store, nasty bathrooms, and very overpriced food. The staff were so mean to us when we were just minding our own business. They came up to us and boom! That emoji 3 times. I am never coming back here ever again. I do not recommend this place.
What happened? What's the boom for? Something blow up?
Something tells me they weren't minding their own business.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I wasn't doing anything, and then the staff all of a sudden, like, what, they, like, punch you in the face?
2 stars from Barry. This store has discontinued several different items we purchased on a regular basis because we really liked the products. We are not happy with that. First of all, Food Lion can't discontinue shit. They're not a manufacturer, they're just a retailer. Yeah, if they're discontinuing things because you really like them, I don't think that's on Food Lion.
It's probably, like, no one else liked them, and he was the only one buying them.
No, I think this is on Barry. It's just the way he was buying it.
Stealing it, you mean? They're like, we're gonna hide these in the back, because Barry keeps taking all of it.
He's just that guy that makes, like, dad jokes with the staff, and they're like, oh, Jesus.
Damn it, Barry.
3 stars. I like Food Lion, but you don't love it. Alright.
He has nothing negative to say. He's being very nice.
He has shared almost 6,000 photos.
He probably just needed to get another review in there, like, you know, just to rack up.
There aren't that many people where you're from, so I don't think the competition could have been that stiff. 4 stars. 1 employee was watching me as I was getting things, but overall cheap food, so I'm satisfied.
Don't mind the creepy guy checking you out in the produce aisle.
She was probably stealing stuff, but alright, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Leah.
She's okay with it though, because, you know, it's cheaper than the Lowe's Foods.
Because it was free.
Oh, this guy. Okay, the review is not as funny as the name.
He's a chonky honky. He's also a local guide with no pictures. Tony P. Almost 600 photos. 3 stars, cannot turn left out of either of the 2 exits.
Totally on Food Lion.
My man is upset about making U-turns.
It actually really sucks. Like, back in the day, it used to be a lot easier to navigate your way, and then they put these medians in, so you always have to turn right when you leave. So yeah, you can't turn left out of either of the exits. And interestingly enough, Tony P also has something to say about the Wendy's in the exact same location, by the way.
Great location to get to from both east and westbound I-40, north and southbound Highway 801, and east and westbound Highway 158. 3 stars.
So the Food Lion is difficult, but this is like literally right across.
He's hungry when he's getting off the highway.
So it's easy to get to it, but it's not easy to get out.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll give you.
He's got to run to the bathroom when he gets out of the Wendy's.
So it's convenient.
It's inconvenient to leave the Wendy's because he's really got to poop. But to get in there to load up that colon, it's extremely convenient.
Disgusting. So there are a lot of things wrong with this Wendy's. And I think this is probably true of a lot of Wendy's, but yeah, we'll get to it. This Wendy's is actually, I thought that it was just known for, that our town was known for this, but apparently it's pretty popular. So back in 2004, a couple of kids, this is when I was still in high school, a couple kids working at the Wendy's got caught only because they took pictures. But yeah, they got caught having a bath in one of the sinks, a bubble bath, I believe. And the funniest thing is, in this article,
were they in the bath together?
I don't know.
I hope not.
I didn't get the details of it. I wasn't really that interested in the story at the time, and I still ate there, so it's just like whatever. Well, and that's the thing. They made it out to be like it wasn't that big of a deal. From a public health standpoint, you want the employees to be clean. So the director of the health department was okay with it.
Well, they were cleaner when they left the shift than when they came on.
They're not going to be cited for any health code violations because no health official directly observed violations. So even though there were pictures, the health director says, well, I didn't see it with my own eyes, so it's fine. At least they're being clean. But if you Google people taking a bath in a Wendy's sink, there are actually quite a few, and recent too, from 2019 and 2020.
Gets fired. Oh, yeah.
And these kids actually got fired, yeah.
Oh. Well, they walked so others could run.
Very popular idea. So kids, if you work at Wendy's, no, just kidding. Don't take a bath in the sink, please.
I think it's an Arby's thing too.
I'm sure it's like a whole fast food thing. Like
Yeah.
You're probably bored out of your mind, and you're like, but I'm sure the sinks are like huge.
Yeah. So Erica says, 1 star. Ordered a meal, and 10 minutes after ordering, they came back and said it would take an additional 12 minutes for a salad.
So there's going to be a theme here.
So Stephen had a similar experience, had the longest wait ever in a drive-thru.
There were a lot of reviews about how slow this Wendy's is, right? Which, I mean, you know, that's pretty typical of a fast
Teenagers.
food restaurant. They might also be a tad high. Let's take a look at the next review.
Oh, Jesus. Zowie, that's a great name. Oh my God, so mad right now because we found a gummy in our Frosty, and that is not allowed. Good sign when your son finds it. Oh, there's not going to be any, like, punctuation, is there? And he isn't going through chemo. Very mad. Every time we go, they mess up our order, and we will not return, and shame on y'all's restaurants. It sucks. The Frosties are always melted and nasty. The fries are cold. The burgers are dry and cold. We called to see if they even sold gummies, and they don't. So that's just So that's not just nasty. Okay.
I didn't finish the sentence.
Okay. It's not just nasty, but it's not anything else apparently. I will never return again, and asked to speak to the manager, and they refuse to let us. I hate this place, and I just want to burn it down. I'm so mad. She got a like for that. The fuck gummies are they talking about?
Well, okay, so it's weird because like sometimes you do put gummies in like some ice cream things, right?
But not
Maybe.
at Wendy's, at like Dairy Queen or those old like
Yeah, not in a Frosty.
froyo places that used to exist all over the place, where you did like your mix-ins and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first. But then she goes on to say that they didn't have gummies. They didn't even sell that. I mean, obviously it's Wendy's, so it's just they have the plain Frosties. You get chocolate or vanilla. That's it.
So it's a weed gummy. That's why she said your son isn't going through chemo.
Yeah, like I don't want this because my son doesn't have chemo, so like he doesn't need a weed gummy.
Well, your son doesn't have to have it. Just take it, idiot.
Plus, I don't think a teenager did that on purpose because you know that costs money. It's probably hard to come by. A weed gummy, or maybe it was just an innocent gummy bear.
It wasn't that either, but they're also not hard to come by.
But yeah,
I mean, for the kids, oh yes, very difficult. It doesn't matter. It depends on the state. Jennifer McDonald sounds like a competing interest here. One of my sandwiches had no burger on it, just bread and mayo. How do you forget the burger? Won't be going there anytime soon.
because they're high, Jennifer.
It's because of the gummies, Jennifer.
exactly.
You should be happy that you didn't get a gummy.
Exactly.
Felon. Frank Disclafanani says, 1 star, never will
Never will. What? What do you think he means?
come back again, but it sounds like he never will, but he already has.
Or he'll never try it.
Try what?
He'll never go.
Try Wendy's.
Never will go to Wendy's.
I mean, pick your battles, but
You think he just like accidentally hit the button, or that was it? That's all he had to say.
I think he really hates square burgers. Michael Scott. Oh, we got some royalty. Anyway, 1 star. Cashier didn't get the order correct several times. The tables were dirty and so were the bathrooms. It's a Wendy's, doofus. There was no toilet paper. There were several extra employees loitering around. They were very rude, and the food was poor, even for a Wendy's chain. All in all, I'm glad this was just a stop on the travel for us.
This isn't over.
Oh, there's a Michael Scott saga. If we had to eat here regularly, I think I would starve instead.
A little dramatic.
Good, I mean, fine. Go for it, buddy. Come on, dude. You're upset about dirty bathrooms in a Wendy's in North Carolina. I don't know what to tell you.
It's right off the highway too, in a small town. Like, really, what are your expectations here? I mean, read the other reviews, Michael Scott.
Should be glad you didn't get stabbed.
It's not that scary.
That's more of my hometown. We'll get to that later. 1 star, good food.
I don't understand the low reviews with the positive.
I don't think people understand. Like when I used to work at a place that depended on customer satisfaction surveys, people would get confused because they would switch it up from time to time as to like which one was the high one and which one was the low one. But like Google hasn't changed in 25 years.
Yeah.
So, or at least 20. Yeah, no. Or maybe he's being sarcastic. Like, good food.
Let's go with that one. That one sounds
Good
more accurate.
food.
Even his profile picture. That's a terrible angle.
It's the old up nostril shot. Doc. He's not a doctor. Last time coming to this Wendy's, 2 stars by the way, they no longer have a regular salad. CNN on the TVs. It took 9 minutes to get 2 chicken sandwiches, cold fries, white lettuce on the sandwiches. No sweet tea. Most employees were busy talking to old Steve and not taking orders.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah, I guess he's talking about like the bottoms of the romaine for lettuce, but like
What is a non-regular salad exactly?
I think he's talking about like the old school like chopped iceberg with cherry tomatoes and carrot shavings and red cabbage.
So he probably got like mixed or
He probably got one of
spring
those
salad.
Wendy's fancy salads. It's got like fresh strawberries or whatever on it.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Didn't like that they had politics
fruit,
and news.
CNN,
This is for hippies.
white lettuce. Oh, stand for it. And no sweet tea. Okay, I think that's really like, I think he's projecting a little bit, but I think that might really be like what's, you know, the crux of the issue here. Is he was just really upset about no sweet tea. It makes sense.
There were a lot of reviews actually about the sweet tea and how it wasn't good or they were out of it.
Why aren't you people going to Bojangles?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's right across the street, actually. And who's old Steve?
He seems popular there.
At the Bojangles, people used to say, my dad would always talk about Mr. Bojangles up at the Bojangles. And I was like, who is he? My dad's like, we don't know. He just comes there every day, so we just call him Mr. Bojangles.
Every town, including Raleigh, has a Mr. Bojangles.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
You had one
with
too?
the old homeless guy
Yeah.
that would do like the reps off of the street signs. Yeah.
No.
No, he was a giant guy. Everybody called him Mr. Bojangles.
Did he eat at Bojangles a lot?
He hung around Bojangles a lot.
Well, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I guess.
Off Western, you know.
That's it. That's all I got for you.
Oh, sorry, old Steve.
Yeah, I ended on that one because, it's very mysterious. Who is old Steve?
And what is white lettuce? I mean, I know what white lettuce is, but that's really like...
So tell us where you guys are from in the comments, and we'll read some reviews from your hometowns, or not,
Yeah, it'll entirely depend on how interesting we find your town.
in their reviews. Pick a good one. Maybe you just lie and say you're from a different town. That's, a little bit more exciting.
If you're from Alabama or Florida,
Oh,
please let us know.
yeah. And give us 5 stars.
That's not how this works.
Okay.
All right. Good night. We love you.
Ooh.
Yes, we have to tell them that.